What is up, everybody? Had to be done with another video guide. Today we're playing God of War Ragnarök and we're fighting Thor, which you get to very early on in the game. I'll be talking you through my decisions and what I've done to be successful, as this is a surprisingly difficult fight. So first thing is use your rage as soon as it comes up. On the bottom left you see the L3 plus R3 option there. Use it. That will heal you and that will get you loads of damage. You start the fight with no weapons, so you're only relying on your fists, but it does quite a bit of damage on Thor. One thing to bear in mind is that he doesn't often does any sort of single strikes. Everything has a follow-up, so when you're waiting for an opening to go in, it will very often be 1-2 and then is your turn. As the R3 option comes up, make sure you just use it, as that takes you to a cutscene, and just follow the prompts on the screen. You're calling Leviathan and then you'll be, let's say, fully ready for the battle. You have the option to use your ranged attacks by holding L2 and pressing R1 for light or R2 for heavy, but you'll be doing very little damage, so you want to rely on your light attacks, as you won't be able to throw Thor around very much. Remember, you have almost like two primary ways of dealing with his damage. One would be with your shield and the other one would be by dodging. I know that this is down to each person's preference. I'm a big fan of parrying, as you can see me doing it there, as that leaves you with a pretty obvious opening. The only attacks that you cannot shield, just kind of normally block, are the ones where you see a circle in front of the boss, so bear that in mind through the fight. And we're done with the first phase. Just a little cutscene to get us ready for the second one. I'll cut us here and go straight to the chase. For the second phase, Thor will add some of these ranged attacks that are quite powerful. We just want to dodge through them. And for this ground slam, make sure you dodge away. As you just saw me using now, a lot of the pillars on the map are actual kind of weapons that you can do a single use. Take about 80% of a block of health from him, so that's pretty fantastic. Thor's usage of Mjolnir is very similar to Kratos' usage of the Leviathan, so bear that in mind, where if Thor throws and you sort of block the hit, the Mjolnir will be on the ground, and whenever it is in that situation, you'll probably go for a grapple. For this fight, we're mostly using our light R1 attack, and whenever possible, we go into rage, because that, as you can see at the bottom left, not only heals you by a lot, but just gives you kind of a massive opening for damage. Make sure to look around and heal whenever possible, as in each phase it will go to a different part of the map. And as scary as it sounds, when Thor uses Mjolnir for kind of a fast triple attack on you, you can just block through. As the R3 prompts come up, make sure you press it as soon as possible, as that will cut through the next cutscene and lead you to the third phase. Once again, I'll cut us straight to the chase. And we're at the third and final stage, where Thor gets a lot more aggressive, but the openings continue to be quite generous. For what used to be a 2-strike, you now have 3, so bear that in mind when you're dodging, but the sort of stagger time for when it's your turn to hit remains the same. Mjolnir attacks are often blockable, apart from what it just did there when it does these strikes on the ground, but you see a big red marker as where lightning will strike, so as long as you're not there, you can bridge the gap and get ready for a lot of damage on Thor. Remember, his attacks are never just 1. This example here is 3, and then we go in. As you can see, probably you're doing 60 to 80% of a block for each opening you get, so if you're patient enough, it won't take you very long to get to this stage, where it gets to our last cutscene and it's the end of the first fight with Thor. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it was helpful to you, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and if you've got anything to say, just leave it on the comments, as I'll be reading through them. I'll be making more videos on God of War, and hopefully I'll be able to help you through this journey. Take care, and bye bye.